What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Girl, I'm so glad ain't nobody hit me up and was like, girl, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Because I had told y'all in advance. I don't remember how far in advance, but I told y'all in advance that I was not going to be able to come on Wednesday because Ashley was going to be out. And that's exactly what I did. I had a good time. I went to the SZA concert last night and SZA fan as hell. That's all I'm gonna say. SZA fan as hell or whatever. I'm glad I was able to experience. I ain't really got no story to tell because let me tell you something. I really could not get into the element of what I really wanted to get into because first of all, this was my first SZA concert, right? That's one. Two, it was during the week, right? Like smack dab in the middle of the week, and I had to go to work the next day. Like I couldn't call off if I wanted to. But the only good thing about it was the fact that, girl, the next day, which was today, was like a late day. So instead of starting early in the morning, I started at 12. So that was fine. And I took a half day today. We'll talk about that in a minute. But also, your girl was sitting there cramping like a motherfucker. And I messed up and went to work yesterday, okay? So I literally went to work yesterday, got off of work, came home, took a shower, changed my clothes, made sure I was good, and went right back out the house. So baby, I was tired. And I barely got any sleep last night, or the night before, I should say. So I was tired, you know what I'm saying? Because usually when I'm finna get ready to go out and go to a concert, and I know I'm finna get fucked up and all that stuff, I had to go take a little nap or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be fully charged. I ain't get a chance to do that. Plus, that time of the month was just kicking my butt. And I really don't like to go anywhere when I'm on because I just know I'm not going to be comfortable. And that's literally how I was yesterday. It is no shade to Miss SZA because she did her thing. I enjoyed it. But it was just the fact that, girl, Mother Nature came through. And your girl was tired. Your girl was tired. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I'm going to go back to another show so I could fully enjoy myself. Now, let me tell you something. If my stuff is on, listen, this body going to have to sacrifice. This thing going to have to switch up by the 23rd of July, okay? Because, baby, we not finna do this. Because Ashley finna be ripped and running all through that goddamn Soldier Field Stadium, okay? Like... I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Because if you see me, girl, we going to have a time. Anyway, yeah. People be hating on SZA. Because prior to getting to the concert, I did see the video of that they put on there. And she was doing the dance. I said, girl, what is that? But it was cute in person. She is so cute to me. I don't know. Girl, shout out to SZA. Mama is out here doing her motherfucking thing. I am so proud that black girl is doing her thing. Happy Black History Month, everybody. But moving on from that, and speaking of Black History Month, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened at work today. And I will put it in a separate video, but it ain't enough for that. But like I said, I wish I could have called off, but I took a half a day just because I knew I was going to be tired. And I was tired a little bit at work. And then, mind you, my ass, listen, I ate at work yesterday, right? That was the only real meal that I had at work, okay? Came home, got dressed, did all I had to do, get dressed. Did I eat anything else for the rest of the day? I snacked on some stuff and then came home and then took a shower and went to bed, bitch. So by the time I woke up this morning, I was a little bit hungry, but I really wasn't hungry like that. Girl, by the time I get to work, and I'm pretty sure it was like whatever energy and fuel I did have up in my body that was stored, girl, it had left. It had left by 1 o'clock and we was up there working too. It was like, girl, we knew that you finna call off. You was finna do a half a day. So we gonna give you all the work. Baby, by 1 o'clock, all that energy had gone. I'm sitting there, I said, am I fading away a little bit? Girl, yeah, because you're hungry. And so I'm sitting here like, you know what? I'm leaving on my lunchtime anyway, so I ain't even going to order nothing. I'm not going to bring nothing. I just wait till I get home. Girl, by the time I got home, I said, Ashley, don't you ever do that again, because you be putting yourself in predicaments that you don't need to be putting yourself in predicament. And then I didn't take my iron pill. I said, now see, bitch, if you would have passed out on the floor, that just would have been your fault. That just would have been your anemic ass dumb fault. I said, girl, no, I understand. You know, sometimes you just got to cuss your own self out. And that's just exactly what I did. But while I was at work and I'm minding my business, y'all remember I told y'all we had a new, co-worker come in, new page or whatever. She part-time and all that. And, she a little out there, okay? Now, some people suggested that she might be on the spectrum. As I looked at it, she might be. But she know exactly what she doing. You're a grown woman. And the only reason why I'm saying that because, she the type of person that, girl, you ain't been here forever, okay? You used to be a patron here. Now you want to be a worker here. That's fine or whatever. So that means we got stuff already in place. That don't mean for you to come in and try to tell us and talk to the branch manager and suggest this and that when you don't know what you're talking about. It's understandable to have questions and all that. So she that type of person. And she'll come up to you and be like, I just want to talk to you and, get a suggestion or whatever. I might talk to the boss about it, but she probably won't feel away. She probably won't feel away about it. But I said, well, if you feel like she might feel away about it, this is what I'm thinking in my head. Why are you telling us that you might tell her so she can shut you down? And I guess she's trying to get our approval and see if it's okay to tell her. And I'm sitting here like, most of the stuff is policy stuff that's already in place. And it's like, girl, you just got here. You still in your probationary period. Why are you asking all these questions and making your job even harder than it is, okay? She's just all over the place. So we try to handle her with kid gloves a little bit sometimes. But baby, after today, I'm just over it, because y'all know I have a low tolerance of people that's always talking and always just in my face. Girl, I'm getting my headphones on. I'm up here trying to work. Why are you sitting here trying to talk to me about some stuff that don't even matter? That's her, okay? But see, I don't snap off and I don't show it in my face because like I said, I feel like, as y'all said earlier, when I first suggested this or brought this to y'all, y'all said she might be on the spectrum. And like I said, okay, I can kind of see that. So I just gave her a little bit of leeway. Girl, today, I'm putting the books up. She was like, I got something to ask you, and when you, wait a minute, let me finish this and then I come back and ask you. Now, girl, I thought she was going to forget. So I go sit back down at the desk so I can finish the rest of my work. She come around the desk and gonna have a flyer like this, right? And she was like, this may be, not my place to say, or, I don't know how you might feel about it. I don't know. That's how she do. I don't know how you might feel about it. I said, man, you look at my face. I'm just like, oh, okay. I said, what's up? I be inviting. What's up? As soon as I saw the flyer, I said, I think she finna say, where can I put this at? Girl, she said, listen, it's me and it's another coworker. He's sitting there and it's a white coworker at the end. All three of us, that's the field, right? You literally come to me and then you say it low. Maybe this is for y'all, like you may be interested in this or whatever, and also him or whatever, y'all too. And I was like, no. Because the coworker that she was talking about, he was a black man. I'm a black woman. And want to know what the flyer said? It was talking about affordable housing for like people that need to be like on welfare, some shit like that, that need help with their payments and all that CHH and all that stuff that was finna be built on, and that's finna happen or whatever down in the area. And I'm sitting here like this. As soon as I saw the flyer, and I was just like, what? I said, no. I said, I don't need that. That's literally how I said it. And if I hadn't said it like that, I just would have just snapped on her because it clicked so quick. As soon as I saw the words affordable housing, and we all know what affordable housing mean, and then you literally said it to me, and then you pointed to the black guy next to me, and then you have the white co-worker that's down there as well that's literally in our vicinity, and you said absolutely nothing to him. So therefore, I asked my other co-worker, I told him what happened. Not the one that was sitting down there. Mind you, he knew too, but the other one that's always been there, right? And he was like, yeah, she showed me. I said, so she showed you that too? I said, oh, wow. Mind you, he's black as well. I said, do you know what Ashley did? I sent the letter to I sent the freaking email to the freaking boss, because you not finna do me. I'm gonna tell her, like, I already told her, like, you know what, I don't know if she meant anything about it, but I felt offended. I felt offended because, listen, you literally pointed us out, and I just really wasn't here for it. And it took a lot out of me to just not cuss her ass out. And the way that she walked away, she knew she was wrong, especially the way that I said it. I said, bitch, I'm in my head. I'm just sitting here. Girl, I was stuck for a second. I'm like, I know Black History Month coming to a close, but god damn, y'all acting up this month. I said, what in the hell? That's what I had to go through today. And I said, you know what? It is a good thing I'm trying to get my ass up out of here. And I ain't got to see y'all ass till Saturday, because, girl, I was about to cuss this lady out, okay? Spectrum be damned at this point, you know? I said, what? And I was in such a good mood. Even though I was about to pass out, I was in such a good mood. I said, girl, what? Huh? And y'all know I was drunk at the concert a little bit. Well, I wasn't drunk. I was tipsy. I ain't gonna get no food. I went and got some liquor. That is dumb. I always drink on an empty stomach, y'all. You want to know why? Because I be wanting to feel all my stuff. And I don't want to get that feeling like I'm finna throw up the food that I got or whatever. Because no, whatever go in my body gonna stay up in my body. It's been a long time since I actually had to throw up from drinking a lot or whatever. No. And then I did not wake up with a hangover. So, girl, it was a good night. It was a good night. Anyway, besides all that other stuff, it was a good night, you know. Moving on from that, shout out to SZA again. But yeah, that microaggression shit, girl, don't try me. Don't try me. Before we get up into this actual video, I know y'all like, damn, bitch, you got some more stuff to say. Hell yeah, I do. Y'all ain't seen me in a couple of days, so listen, we finna strap in. Strap it up, strap it in, Alicia Keys. Anyway, take that as you will. Before we get into it, I do want to shout out a couple of people, my peoples. Okay, shout out to girl, let me find it, because I sure enough said I was gonna shout you out, because I'm so proud. Let me tell you something. And I did this, and y'all, if y'all want me to shout y'all's channels out and stuff like that, go ahead and hit me up and send me something or whatever. Miss Elizabeth Craig on Twitter. Her Twitter is Peeps, Peeps 1908. Because, you know, she, AKA, you know, I be like, girl, all right. But she real cool. She real cool. She has a YouTube channel as well. And it's called Scholarly Talk on Life. All right. Scholarly, y'all know how to spell that. Talk on Life, okay? And, you know, she only has 89 subscribers. You know, she just reached like a 10,000 views or whatever. And, you know, she does a variety of stuff. You know, she does some educational stuff. She talks about movies that she goes look at, her viewpoints on just about any and every topic, you know. And I really want y'all to subscribe to her, give her some love, show her some love, tell her Ashley sent y'all or whatever. Girl, I'm so proud of you. Go ahead and keep up doing what you're doing, okay? Y'all want to be on this YouTube thing. We got to stay consistent. Don't come for me because I ain't been as consistent, but y'all still been getting these goddamn videos in the week you're supposed to get them, okay? Life has been coming through and life in a little bit these past couple of weeks, but it is what it is, okay? So shout out to my girl, Scholarly Talk on Life, okay? Hit her up. And also, if you need another podcast to listen to, I shouted my girl out last year when they first came out with the podcast, It's No Shade. Janice Aileen, Janisee, Aileen, Aileen. It's No Shade podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever it is that you get your podcast at. She has brought the podcast back. You know, at first it was her and a friend that was doing it. Situation got mixed up. They had to put it on pause for a minute. And now she is back and she is the one that's doing it. The first episode that came out today, you get these podcast episodes on Thursdays, okay? And her very first episode was about her experience, you know, because she's cool with Rihanna. I had to put that out there. My friend cool with Rihanna, okay? And she was talking about her Super Bowl experience because she was there. And, you know, just doing like entertainment stuff and giving different viewpoints. I love it. Y'all go ahead and, you know, listen to it. It's a great listen. It's a quick listen. Most of the episodes be like 30 minutes or less, or a little bit more than 30 minutes, probably 40, just in case some of y'all got a little short ass attention spans or whatever. But it's real cool. She's so New York and everything, so you know, I love it. Give it some views, give it some listen. Shout out to my girls. Anyway, after that, let's just go ahead and get into it. I hope y'all have been having a great week so far. But let's get into the mess, okay? Ooh, I sound like Scotty. Let's get into the mess, okay? Shout out to Scotty. Shout out to my people. Everybody doing great. I love y'all so much, okay? First of all, let's give a congratulations to the brat. Girl, the brat is 48 years old and mama is pregnant, okay? Mama said she passed her first semester. I said, huh? I said, now, Brad, I know we studs and all that or whatever. I know we a little, you know, because you like a little STEM. You a STEM because you can give us film and you can give us stud, but you soft stud too, okay? And I understand that, but girl, we got to know. We still women. You mean tell me you ain't know the difference between the semester and trimesters, okay? I said, girl, you are past your first trimester. She is 5 months pregnant, girl. Her and her wife Jessica, the real big booty Judy, okay, you know, the owner of the Kaleidoscope products and stuff like that y'all be seeing on Instagram and all over social media. I have to give my props to people like her and Super Scent, because they literally built their platform from using social media, and from like not when social media was the way that it is now, but from the basic social media before we got to the advancement in it as we have now. And they just used it to continue to build their following, to build their, you know, businesses and stuff like that. It's homegrown for real, for real. And I just applaud them for that. But if y'all don't know, the brat and her got married. Big Booty Judy, Miss Jessica, who also I think has 3 children already, and then I think her daughter has some kids, so she is a grandmother. If you've been watching their show, which I think the 3rd season comes back April 27th, I will be watching it on WeTV. The show is cute. The show is cute. The only thing that used to get him irk me was they used to call each other. It used to be the baby talk, and it was like, either she keep on calling her baby or something that they used to call each other. Both of them said to each other. If y'all remember, put it down in the comments. It used to irk me so bad because they said it so much, but they're so cute. They're so likable, okay? And y'all know the bread can be, the bread got little problematic views or whatever, but you know, everybody ain't here to agree with everything, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I can still tolerate her because, you know, for the most part, the brand ain't done nothing to me. And that's my homegirl from Chicago, Chi-Town. You know, it's too bad that she from the West Side. No, because somebody finna get mad. You know, every time I do it, I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why. I just take a moment each and every time just to throw a little dig at the West Side. Girl, somebody got it. They feeling slightly on my other video when I said Canadian instead of Canada. They was like, bitch, you know what Canada is? It's Canada, not Canada. You better come correct for my country. I said, ooh. Y'all are silly. Girl, it was a joke. It was a joke. Don't come for her. We cleared it up or whatever. Girl, anyway. I just ate, so I got a little bit of energy, bitch. I'm telling y'all, okay? I'm not drunk, I'm not high, nothing and everything. Y'all know, you get food or I'm tired, I get a little bit of energy, it get goofy. But anyway, so the brat is pregnant. They was talking about it on the show. I felt so bad because, you know, they wanted to have a baby, but Jessica was like, girl, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So the brat went through the process of trying to make sure that, you know, her body was good or whatever. Can she carry it? You know, and they was doing artificial insemination and insemination. I said insemination and all that stuff in the IVF process. But when the brat went to go check and see if her body was able to carry, if they had any eggs or anything like that, Come to find out that, you know, she had a common issue that a lot of us, especially black women mostly, have, and that's the fibroid issue. So she had to get that taken care of. And I don't know, I think she had polyps at one point. I don't know. I don't know if she had a little surgery for it, but at one point they did go through the process. She was able to get pregnant, and I think she was pregnant last year. Well, earlier last year, or probably towards the end of 2021. She was pregnant, whatever, but either way, she was pregnant at one point and she had a miscarriage. You know, so this, her being able to actually be 5 months pregnant right now and to have this baby, you know, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful to see. Congratulations to them. Meanwhile, girl, hold on. So a little bit of controversy had happened, all right? Now let me tell you something. This is what goes around, and this is what I can't stand about some of these internet blogs and some people in general. A video came out. No, actually, I sent it on the Shade Room first. Sent it on the Shade Room saying that somebody was talking to LisaRaye. LisaRaye basically said that she didn't know nothing about the pregnancy until, you know, she didn't find out about the pregnancy until, you know, we found out, just like with the public, okay? And I said, oh, snap, and that she was hurting all this stuff. So my ass, I tweeted, I said, wow, so you mean to tell me that their relationship, I'm coming from the mind frame that their relationship still ain't shit right about now. And I was like, damn, that's kind of messed up, because if you saw it on the show, you saw that she was at the wedding, you know, Lisa was happy for her and all that stuff. It did seem like they was on a better place and all that. But I'm sitting here like, damn, y'all done had another falling out or whatever. And I said, if you hurt by it, that's one thing, but you got to understand what was your place and what contributed to you, you know, not being able to, Debret being able to come to you. What did you contribute to the situation that is like that? Okay, it can't just be her. You know, obviously she don't feel like you a safe place. You don't feel like you comfortable with you or whatever, nothing. Girl, come to find out. And then then the video came out, right? And I was just like, damn, so she really did say this. Girl, the whole internet was just going in on LisaRaye. Girl, we went in on LisaRaye for no reason. Baby, see, this is what we mean about you got to check your sources. You got to check the time dates these days, because the lady that did the interview or whatever, I think she the one that released the video. And I just don't understand, why would you release the video again during this time period, knowing, and I was like, and a lot of us have forgot the fact that LisaRaye's mama just passed away. So, of course, she's in the process of grieving. So I don't even think she would be out here giving interviews or whatever like that. So it just didn't make sense. I mean, but we weren't putting two and two together. So, I mean, I don't know. My bad on that part. But the lady that put the video out, I don't understand why you put the video out around this time or whatever. For what? You knew what you was doing. You started up some controversy and had to come out and clear it up. You know, people had to clear it up or whatever. But obviously, I'm going to assume that LisaRaye and Debret is cool. I don't feel like we should be in a business or whatever, but, you know, everybody needs to apologize to LisaRaye for coming at her the way that we came at her, and I apologize on my part. Moving on from that, but I hope they have a healthy baby. I really do. They seem so happy, and Debret is so cute. She is so cute. She really is. She just wanna. Hey, stop. Did y'all know that they canceled Judge Mathis' show? Baby, that show been on air for what, 24 seasons? And they canceled it along with the People's Court. I said, damn, what's going on? Mind you, I hope E-Network brings back, I think it's E-Network, right? Judge Mathis has a family show, or at least a family reality show. It was one season last year. I hope they bring it back this year. Y'all want to know which family show I be watching too? I be watching the Bradshaws, okay? Terry Bradshaw and his family, the football player. And I know, like, sometimes these little, predominantly white reality shows, they be cute. The little family ones, they be cute and funny or whatever. So I be hooked up into all that stuff or whatever. But, you know, Judge Mathis had his family on a reality show, and it was really cool. I liked it. I really hope they bring it back for another season. And we was just really confused as to why they went on ahead and canceled his show like this. But shout out to Byron Allen. and his Allen Media Group, baby, he came through and he said, listen, he ain't gonna be down for long. One Network ain't gonna stop the show, okay? They announced that he is gonna have Mathis Court with Judge Mathis in the fall on his global network. It's going to be on global network, cable, and digital distribution platforms later this year. That's great. Okay, see, you lost in one place and you got it right back on a better and black-owned situation. I said, all right, happy Black History Month, you know. Shout out to Judge Mathis and shout out to Byron Allen for that. Moving on from that, since I did bring up Rihanna earlier, shout out to Rihanna, because I don't even think I mentioned this when the nominations came out. Y'all know Rihanna's song, Lift Me Up. I'm laughing because when the Super Bowl was about to come on, somebody had tweeted, Rihanna, don't be lifting nothing up, okay? Y'all really didn't like that song, or y'all was so in y'all feelings like this is the song that you come back with after 6 years being gone or whatever. Girl, it was a dedication song for Chadwick Boseman, okay? Calm your tits. And I feel like because I didn't complain, because y'all complained. That's part of the reason why we ain't finna get no music no time soon. Okay. That's part of the reason. I really feel like she had already said, oh, so they want to act like this? They want to act like this. You know it ain't nothing for me to push nothing back. Girl, I don't even think Rihanna got anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure she do, but honestly, I really don't. At this moment, I would just let mama do what she got to do. But shout out to her because her and Tim's are nominated for an Oscar for that song, Lift Me Up. And I was like, yes, you know, my girls is out here doing it. Beyonce got nominated for what the song called? Oh, girl, I didn't like the song, so that's probably why I skipped it out. It was cute. I liked it. I only started liking it when I heard it live. The way that she performed it at the Oscar, I think it was last year when she was in the tennis stuff or whatever for King Richard. Girl, what's the name of the damn song? That song. I really don't remember the song, and I don't feel like looking it up. Y'all ain't got to put the title down there because I ain't finna listen to it. That's just it. But anyway, Rihanna is lifting us up. She's going to be performing at the Oscars too. I said, all right, come on, pregnant belly and all. You know what I'm saying? And let me just get up into something because Frank Gaskin, baby, you had it going for the past couple of days, and you really too old to be doing what you just did. I just don't believe in, you know, unless somebody really did something, your employer really did something egregious to you, really foul, and you really want to put them on blast or whatever for it, and so that it won't happen to the next person, or because they really need to be called out and they really need to be shut down. I don't believe in putting all that bitterness and that hate and that miserableness into the atmosphere, you know, and throwing shots here and there, whatever. Like, if you're let go from something, if you're no longer working with a person, if you're no longer associated with a person, y'all no longer friends, you're no longer with them or whatever, let it be gone, okay? And move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? You're letting this affect you and showing how deeply pressed and, you know, bothersome and hurt bad that, you know, you no longer associated with this person, that you throwing shots. Meanwhile, the person ain't paying you no mind. Now, Frank Gaston, let me tell you something, baby. You knew exactly what you was doing. Rihanna's birthday passed recently, right? So he gonna post a whole bunch of pictures of him and Rihanna. That's fine, because everybody was doing that. It's cute, you know. Frank Gaston worked with just about everybody, almost, you know. And a lot of people know Frank Gaston because of the fact that, you know, he was Destiny Child's and Beyonce's choreographer for a while. Shit, Ashley had no idea that they were no longer working together. I thought he was on staff still some way, somehow. I did not know he was out the picture completely. How I found out that he was out the picture completely was when he posted this birthday post, and in the caption, he basically said, you know, happy birthday, Rihanna, you this, you that, okay? Let me just tell you this. Now, see, wasn't nothing wrong with that. I said, oh, come on, Rihanna, get your birthday praise. Girl, he said, you had the best Super Bowl that I've ever seen in my book. Y'all know I love me some Rihanna. And y'all already know what I had to say about it. I already told y'all in my review for the Super Bowl halftime, I said, girl, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. Okay? Now, it may be the best to some people who are probably a Navy fan, like a pure Navy fan or whatever, but it just wasn't the best. It wasn't my best. And I know for darn sure it wasn't his best. And you want to know why I know that? He is saying that because he actually worked on Beyonce's Super Bowl performance in 2000. Was it 2013? Yeah, he was on there. He was 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 there. Okay. And so, you know, the uproar was because people thought that he was throwing shots and he was being shady. He was being bitter. He was being miserable. That's how people realized that he is no longer working with Beyonce. And the thing of it is, yes, at the end of the day, you can have your opinion and you can feel this way, whatever. And nobody say Beyonce has to be ranked number one for the Super Bowl. I don't even rank her Super Bowl performance as number one, okay? I have people that's earlier than her, but she's in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's never going to come before MJ or Prince. You know what I'm saying? That's, or you know, Janet. So that's just it for me. You know, it's a toss-up, like, I like Janet and then I like hers, but it's like they switch or whatever, you know. But at the same time, to say that Rihanna was the best, okay, if that's how you felt, if that's truly how you felt, that's cool. But we knew exactly why you were saying that. You were saying that because you're no longer working with this lady and you wanted to start some stuff and you knew what it was going to start regardless of if you genuinely felt that or not. Because you know that a lot of people that follow you, a lot of your followers are because they followed you because you used to work or you worked with Beyonce. That's why. So putting that up there, you knew the controversy that it was going to cause. You knew the people was going to come to your comments and try to call you out and say, girl, what? You know what I'm saying? And then you go into the comments and you're responding and trying to be so technical and point this out, that out. And I'm sitting here like, what you're saying is cute in the comments, responding to the comments or whatever. I get that. I understand that. But you knew exactly what you were doing. Again, it is your opinion and it is okay to say that, you know, Rihanna probably had the best to you. But the fact that you did this when you could have did this on Super Bowl, you could have said it on Super Bowl. You waited till, you know, the birthday post to throw that up in there. What they got to do with it? Like, girl, and then you said the best. That's fine, but you knew exactly what you were doing, okay? And it does come off messy. It does come off like you was throwing shade or whatever. And then you keep on trying to say, I love Beyonce, I this and I that. Girl, that was not needed. You distracted from the fact that this was this woman's birthday. And you put something in there that you knew was going to stir the people up and get you on the blogs, and that's exactly what happened, baby. We've been in this game long enough. We should know how it works, right? So you followed the same criteria, and you did exactly what all these youngins do, trying to stir stuff up and get up on the blogs or whatever, get your name back out there, because nobody is talking about Frank Gaston like that. Baby, where is June's diary? And I'm not saying that he wrong for saying it. It's just that you knew that this was going to happen. So, like, come on. Baby, I've been side-eyeing Frank Gaston ever since, and I posted this. You know, if y'all ever look at Life is But a Dream, the documentary that Beyonce had released, I don't know where it's playing, but I got the DVD. And it was one particular part where she was about to start performing, and the girls was in the back, and they was trying to keep the hats on their head or whatever. And he was like, you got that motherfucking weave up in your head. You can put that pin up in there, and you can pin up there, and all this. And I mean, when I tell you he was cussing their ass out, I was like, why are you cursing these women out like curse words? For real. Like, he was so mad because they was asking questions. Just real questions that they needed to know before they go and do their stuff. And you cussing them out like they bitches on streets. And I said, damn, I didn't like that. But Mr. Frankie, you know, let that bitterness go if that's what it is. Next time, don't, you know how these girls are. They gonna come at your ass, okay? You knew what you was doing. Um, Moving on from that, the NBA brought back Karl Malone, and he was in a little bit of controversy this past weekend because, you know, it was All-Star weekend or whatever. And, you know, they had him there. I think he was judging a dunk card contest or whatever out there in Utah. All right. But basically, people had something to say. People had something to say. And this just goes to show that a lot of people, or mostly these corporations and entities and whatever, they pick and choose when they want to, you know, mess with somebody, when they want to have moral characters or integrity, or you know, work with somebody or not. It's not always same, and it's not always equal. The NBA, you're one of those people. Y'all know about Karl Malone, and this was the big issue. Karl Malone got a 12-year-old pregnant when he was 20 years old in college. Okay? Karl Malone got her pregnant. The son, he had a son by her. I think his name is Demetrius Bell. Her name was Gloria Bell. And it took a while because all they wanted was child support from him, because he was not in the boy's life like that. He didn't want to pay or have anything to do with the boy. They took him to court or whatever just to get the paternity test to come back and say that it was 99.999% that you are the father. He wanted, mind you, he's well up into his career as a basketball player. He's very much financially stable and able to pay child support. And at one point, I think they only wanted like $800 a month for child support. And then he tries to go back to court or whatever to get that reduced. Mind you, he's making money. $800 is nothing to him a month, okay? And, you know, the boy, he went on to play professional football. He was on one of these football teams for like, I think in 2008, yeah. He basically said, you know, he was an absentee daddy. And he said, listen, he said, I spoke about, he revealed how his dad claimed it was too late for him to be involved as a parent. And, you know, people just really wasn't happy with that. People wasn't happy with the fact, you know, that Karl Malone was out here, just came out of nowhere, and they dug him up and they said, come on, judge the dunk contest or whatever, after you did this. And his whole thing was, when he was being asked about it, he said, basically, it is what it is. He ain't talking about it. It's his life. And some people was like, well, what y'all gonna do about it? What y'all want us to do about it? We want you to hold him accountable. We technically can't do nothing about it. We can't punish him or whatever, but people can hold him accountable. People can call him out. People can stop awarding him for stuff. But then again, he probably do live up in Utah, and, you know, they do a whole bunch of fuck up shit up in Utah. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I feel like something should have been happening. I really do feel like it's a bad look for the NBA. Y'all can get people suspended for beating their girlfriends, beating their wives. You saw one NBA player beat the dog shit out of his wife, and she's trying to get a restraining order against him or whatever. I saw the pictures. I said, God damn. Okay, what the fuck was going on? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, some of these sports avenues, y'all will suspend people because they're doing domestic stuff to their spouses or whatever, suspend them for a few games, or, you know, give them a few fines or whatever, and then they're right back. That does absolutely nothing, because that doesn't stop the behavior. You know what I'm saying? What you need to do is just go ahead and let their ass go. Cut them. Now, see, NBA, what you should have did with Karl Malone is you should have just left him where he was. That's just what it was, okay? I'm not here for anybody that's statutory raping anybody or whatever. 12-year-old can't give consent. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. 12-year-old, 13-year-old, a kid cannot give consent. And then you had a baby by her. You didn't even want to pay child support. You did all this stuff and didn't even want to be in the baby's life or whatever. Child, please. And y'all awarding this man. Like, come on. I just don't like that. All right? And for people that think, oh, well, that's in the past. Bitch, I don't care. It's still disgusting. He still needs to be. He should have been locked up for that shit. Okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Moving on from that, we got another story. I don't know if y'all know about the rapper Chica. Chica, ooh, girl. The last time I seen something about Chica before this, Chica had got the barbs fucked up. I tell you, Chica don't care. Baby, Chica is, go look her up. She's like a very underrated rapper, artist. I think she sings a little bit, but she's very underrated. She's very talented, and I'm pretty sure part of the reason why she hasn't gone as far as she needs to is because of the look that she has. She's not the typical woman rapper that's out here with the big butts and stuff like that, and the small waist and all that. She's dark skinned. She's chunky. Excuse me. And she's LGBT, okay? Because, she's a little tomboy. Because let me just tell you this, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I literally thought Chica was gay. I thought she was a lesbian. Come to find out, Chica said, girl, I ain't never put out there my sexuality. I never said that I was a lesbian, okay? I said, oh, because when I listened to some of her music, too, it had kind of confused me. Because I was like, you present, every time you see, like, or for me, you see like a masculine presenting woman, I automatically think that either they're androgynous or they're lesbian. You know what I'm saying? And I literally saw Chica for the first time when I ever saw her. I thought that she was a lesbian because she's masculine presenting, tomboyish and all that stuff or whatever. But then I listened to her music. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're singing about a girl, but then it'll be a song and you'll hear a reference to a dude. And I'm just like, hold up. And I just didn't pay it no mind, okay? But all of a sudden these pictures came out. She posted some pictures, some nigga, and I was just like, what? I mean, he kissing all up on her neck and everything. He doing what he got to do, and she in love and all that stuff. And I was just like, all right, Chica, and he cute. He cute as shit. I said, see, y'all be, ooh, don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all try to say the big girls can't get nobody, baby. We can. We can pull them. We can pull the best of them, okay? I said, all right, Chica, you better do that shit. Bitch, they was like the whole time the bars was coming at Chica, she was getting her back blown out by this nigga. I said, okay, that was cute. That was cute. But at the same time, I was just like, what is the problem? Why is she in the news or on the blogs? Girl, they said some people in the... Let me tell you something. This is the reason why sometimes the LGBT community get a bad rep. Y'all be getting upset at the wrong things, okay? We mean the main ones that say, sexuality is fluid. It's not just black and white. It's just not gay. It's just not lesbian. It's just not bisexual. You know what I'm saying? And yet, y'all got upset. Well, I ain't gonna say all of y'all. A certain sect, I don't know who, got upset or was in their feelings because they felt like she was betraying the lesbian community. She was a fake lesbian and all this stuff. And I'm like, first of all, she never said she was lesbian. I didn't know that. Come to find out, she did say she was bisexual. And I'm sitting here like, the B in LGBT means bisexual. And she could also be pansexual. She could also be a whole bunch of other things. And she could just be a person who loves who she loves, okay? So what does it matter? You don't want nobody telling you, oh, who you love it ain't right and how you betray this or whatever. You betrayed the straight people because you're out here fucking with the same sex. And you up here getting mad because she fucking with a nigga? Are you serious? Like, girl, get over it. They probably fucking bitches too together. Like, come on, get over it. Like, just what people talk about when people too sensitive these days, okay? Bitch, do you know what sexuality is? And do you know that even though you sneak a dick, and she ain't sneaking no dick, she eating a dick and she eating cooch at the same time, baby, that is okay. She's still under the rainbow. Get out of here. Girl, Chica, do your thing, okay? Do your thing. It ain't my thing, but do your thing, all right? Because I'm strictly clickly. Anyway, and she looked happy, given the time that she was having when she at one point was about to off herself, girl, you know, it's a good look. Happiness look good on people when they finally, you know, come to terms with whatever it is that they need to come to terms with and start loving themselves. There it is. There it is. Moving on from that, let's talk a little bit about BMF. BMF season 3, I'm so glad that they get another season, okay? Because at this point, I feel like BMF might be about to go off. I don't know how many more episodes it got, right? BMF probably got a couple more episodes. I don't know. Maybe 3 at the most. I have no idea. But I've been looking forward to the season. The season is cute. It's getting it, okay? It's cute. I like it, all right? I'm not going to say that the acting is all that good, because it's really not. But I'm tuned in, okay? And surprisingly, the storyline that is really, really, really getting to me, that I'll be really looking forward to these past few days, few weeks episode, is Lucia and Charles. Terry and Meech mama and daddy. Because Charles, let me tell you something. Lucille, girl, on the one hand, I'm like, you gonna push that man to cheat. And I'm the one that be like, girl, you don't need to, just because, you know, got stuff going on at the house and your wife doing this or your husband doing this, you shouldn't cheat, you shouldn't cheat, you shouldn't cheat. You should just go ahead and say, I want to get out this relationship before you go out and you step out. But Lucille in that holier than thou, you know, we got this going on, tell my problems all to the pastor and all this stuff. You know, like, the guy, I said, girl, you about to lose your man because you just doing the most. Girl, she got in her feelings because she found the little, a Playboy or whatever that he was looking at. I said, girl, what? Are you serious? You know, like, church people got too many different standards that they don't live by, but they judge other people by, you know. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, you mad because he was looking at that newspaper, that magazine. So what? I'd rather him look at the magazine than look at another bitch. Okay, go ahead and jack off when I ain't gonna give you none, instead of go jacking off into another bitch. Okay, that's what, you know. You gotta think of things. Okay, and then Charles, if you gonna fuck around, now see, I thought he was gonna mess around. Now say, baby, if you ain't seen BMF, click off. If you ain't seen the recent episode, click off. Oh, one come up tonight, girl. Can't wait. Okay, you ain't seen the click off because I'm about to spoil some stuff. Now see, the week before, whatever, Charles then fucked around with the neighbor, okay, that he was fixing her lights and everything. After Lucia had confronted the lady at the church that she thought was fucking with him, and she was like, hell no, bitch, you got the wrong one. Okay, I said, girl, you need to be working, because I didn't know which one he was going to play around with. But mama that was getting her lights fixed by him wanted something else, and he fucked her on that wall for 2 minutes. Let me take that back, 2 seconds. It was a good, like, 4 pumps that he did to her. Bam, 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 and he was out that thing. I was like, oh my God, that's it. And I chalked that up to, oh my God, I just realized that I'm not in my wife, so let me pop up out of there and let me get the hell up out of here. That's what I chalked it up to. But then when he went home and he did Lucille, and I said, oh, you gave Lucille 3 pumps and you gave the neighbor girl 4. How you gonna cheat your wife like that? Mind you, he was standing at that goddamn sink, washing his hand, reminiscing about it. I said, first of all, that's nasty. You washing your hands up in the kitchen sink, take your ass into the bathroom, and get that lady pussy juice off your fingers, and then you up here reminiscing. First of all, you looking all distraught, like, damn, what the fuck did I do? And then all of a sudden, when the water started running on your hands, you start thinking about your, oh yeah, that was good. I said, we're not gonna be smiling about what we just did. And Lucille come up in there and you give her 3 pumps, and she was satisfied. Saying, Lucille, that is what you getting from him. And then on last week's episode, girl, gonna tell that lady we can't do this because I want my marriage to work and all this stuff. And that lady said, that's cool. That's cool. She took that robe off and she put them grown lady titties on his back, and he caved. He caved. This time he was bucket ass naked on her, fucking her on the couch. And I mean, he was making love to her. He wasn't fucking that lady. He was making love to her because he gave her more than 4 pumps this time. He was stroking. I said, oh, Charles, you ain't right. You ain't right. You ain't right. But, I can't wait to see what's going to happen on this week's episode. But season 3 coming up too. They finna start filming that or whatever. And they finna be adding a whole bunch of cameos. I know this season we had Monique on there. That was cute. We had Lala on there. Lala can go. Okay, at this point, Somebody said, I'm getting tired of seeing Lala in just about everything because I said she just be popping up in everything. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm getting tired of seeing her too because most of the times her roles don't mean nothing. Or it's somebody else that could have played it better. You know what I'm saying? Girl popped up in Wu-Tang. I did not know that she was in the Wu-Tang series in season 2 because I caught up, because I had missed the whole season. I'm all caught up now. I'm on season 3. But I did not know that she was in Wu-Tang. Okay, that's on Hulu. Y'all need to watch it if y'all haven't. She was on that. Okay, y'all know she's in BMF playing one of Terry's girls or whatever. I was just like, girl, all right, all right, all right. So season 3, they gonna have 2 Chainz and they gonna have 2 Chainz Titty Boy. My old heads, y'all know. If you been here and you know who 2 Chainz is, you know Titty Boy, okay? That was when he was on Disturbing the Peace, okay? And then Neo. I said, oh, all right. This is what they said that their characters is gonna be. 2 Chainz will play Stax, an Atlanta-born distributor whose wisdom and stature, I should say, commands respect wherever he goes. Fiercely loyal and determined to provide for his family no matter the cost. He lives by the street code and challenges Meech leadership style. Neo will play Rodney Greeny Green, a local Atlanta player. So, now they finna be down in Atlanta permanently in season 3 because that's where everything went down in Atlanta. They got locked up in Atlanta and everything. That's when BMF just said nope. Okay. He's a local Atlanta player whose main focus is making money. He oozes swagger. I just hope he keep his hat on. Schaefer, keep your hat on. Okay, that's all that I want. Girl, they had said that, Gucci Mane tried to get up into BMF, but Big Meech said, hell no, because you was out there doing all that robbing and shit, and you was just reckless. And we don't need a nigga like that up in our crew. I said, you know what? Not the street gangs or not the street organizations having moral codes and stuff. He said, we doing illegal shit, but we just can't let anybody up in here. I said, I understand. And look, Gucci, at least you out here free. Okay? But anyway, moving on from that. I had some moist in my palate. Y'all, I got an 8 o'clock doctor appointment in the morning. Girl, I done wasted water on the floor. I got an 8 o'clock doctor's appointment in the morning. I do not know why I scheduled that shit for the morning at 8 o'clock. Maybe because it's a televisit, so I ain't got to go nowhere. But shit, bitch, I still just want to stay asleep. But anyway, one of the biggest controversy that happened this week. Last week, it was Halle Bailey and DDG and Ruby Rose. That whole debacle of Young Love and Young Triangle and all that shit. Baby, this week is Chloe Bailey. I said, girl, Chloe, what did you do? Mind you, all this stuff be happening while I be asleep, okay? I wake up and I see that people are talking about her, whatever, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm seeing tweets like, damn, Chloe, I can't save you this time. Like, I be trying to help, but this time you on your own or whatever. And I'm like, what the freak happened? Girl, I looked at what was going on, and Chloe had posted that her next single that is coming out actually at 11 o'clock tonight, which is technically the 24th in New York. So on the 24th, she is releasing her new single, How Does It Feel, featuring Chris Brown. I'm only laughing because it's like, the public discourse that went on for days, and it's still going on actually now. At the end of the day, a lot of the people that said that they're not going to listen, they're going to listen to the song. That's just what it is, okay? But a lot of the criticism is very much understandable. But we also have to understand that people do pick and choose with people also. There are a lot of people that's out here that have done some fucked up foul shit, and y'all will still readily listen to them. It's people out here that sell drugs. It's people out here that shot people. It's people out here that's on and in jail for a lot of stuff, or have a bad rep for this and for that or whatever, and y'all still listen to their stuff. And then it's people out here that beat bitches' asses, and y'all still listen to their stuff. But then there comes Chris Brown, and I honestly feel like the reason why he gets so much of a bad rep is because one, the Rihanna situation was so public, and because it was with somebody that was so public and up and coming and becoming beloved by the country, that is why it is like such a bad thing, and he can never get from underneath that. Because I guaranteed you, if it was just some random woman that we did not know and was not in the spotlight and was not a celebrity, I honestly feel like, and I hate to say it, I honestly feel like the public wouldn't care so much. The ones that do now, the public wouldn't care so much. You will still have people that would be like, yeah, he beat bitches and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if it had been somebody that was not known, that stayed behind the scene, and we didn't see the pictures, and even if we did see the pictures, again, she's still a faceless person because she's not known out here in the celebrity world. People probably wouldn't care as much. I hate to say that, but that's just what it feels like. But with Chris Brown, and see, this is the issue. Chris Brown has to understand that, yes, even though people out here picking and choosing, and you're not canceled, you know what I'm saying? You're not canceled. You never were canceled because people were still buying your stuff. People are still selling out shows, and you can still come over here in your home country and sell out. Okay, you don't have to go overseas. Now, when it comes to time where you only sell out shows and sell records overseas in other countries and not your own country, then baby, then you're canceled. Then you're the baby, okay? I'm just saying. So quit saying that people canceling you or trying to cancel you. Justice. I don't feel like Chris Brown will ever be canceled, okay? I feel like people will forever continue to remind him of the things that he has done, and that is just the cross that he's gonna have to bear, okay? Because at the end of the day, that is what you did, And I get it. You get tired of hearing people say this and say that or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's what you did, okay? People have an issue that don't like it, that Chloe is working with him, and you know, all of that situation. And y'all have to realize, and because I know people trying to blame Parkwood and all that stuff, Parkwood is the management company. Chloe's record label, I believe, is Columbia. So it's Columbia putting them together. Okay? So there's a difference, She's not, I don't think they're signed to Parkwood on the music front, like, as a record label. They're signed on the management, probably. Either fucking way, all of them know. And they don't care. They don't care. Okay? And it's the fact that you have people like Keely Williams from the Cheetah Girls and 3LW and all that stuff coming out and saying stuff and coming for Chris, and then Chris coming back at her and everything. Like, people are calling you out because you are a woman abuser, and then you go and you call and attack. Girl, he called that girl Miss Amtrak. It's not right. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed because I was not expecting that. I said, what? You are being called a woman abuser, and you go in on... I get it because she was talking, but everybody was talking mess, okay? And sometimes it just gets so hard, you try to ignore, and then you just snap. But at the same time, Chris, I just feel like at this point, people put you in a place where you cannot do that because you have to understand because of your history. And then you want to come out and you want to say... You were 17 when the whole situation happened with Rihanna, which you were not. You were 19. You're 33 or whatever. Well, I don't know, 34. I don't know how old he is. But that's behind you. People trying to move on and all that shit or whatever. You need to hold the white people accountable. Y'all let these people go on or whatever. But when it comes to us, you keep on, putting it over our heads and all this stuff. Mind you, he used the website that basically was a website of all the abusers in the Hollywood and entertainment industry. Mind you, he was on that same website as well, and he conveniently didn't put himself on there as he posted. And yeah, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. You know, like I said, people pick and choose, because there's a lot of people that's up in Hollywood that should not be working, but yet they're still working. You got Woody Allen that's been out here and he's has allegation of certain things. You got, it took so many years for Harvey Weinstein. Weinstein just got added another 16 years to his charges and to his sentence that he already has, that he's gonna die in prison. You have people like R. Kelly that's been out here flourishing. He's in prison now. He has 20 years that literally just got in the trial that I think happened out here. They sentenced him to 20 years, okay? Mind you, he's already got 30. So he's going to die in prison as well, And it's other people that have been out here publicly, who's out here doing a whole bunch of shit, and yet they don't get heavy consequences. We get that, and it's unfair. I feel like everybody should be held to the fire. I feel like everybody should get consequences, especially when you out here beating on people, you out here cutting up, acting a fool, harming people any type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody should be held over their head. If we're going to do it for one, do it for all. And if that being said, Chris, you want to come out and you say stuff about how, people, you come at me, but yet y'all cool with the whole situation with Blueface and Chrisean. And I get what you're trying to say, because, people, if you tuned into it, y'all watching the show that's on Zeus, you're following Blueface and Chrisean, but also a lot of us know so much about Blueface and Chrisean because the blocks, keep forcing it down our throats. Because every time we get onto Instagram, the Shade Room, or whatever blog that you're looking at, they got a post about freaking Chrisean and Blueface. And it's like, we didn't ask for this. They keep forcing it down our throats or whatever. But then when it comes to Chris, let me tell you something, Chris. You can call somebody else out for their actions or whatever. Blueface tried to come out and say, basically, yeah, I do what I do, but baby, you do what you do too, and you got to hold that. You got to hold that. Okay? And Chris, let me tell you something. Also, the difference between Blueface is never going to be a national or international artist or international being. You are and you were. You were on the trajectory of being one of the biggest stars on the planet. You had it set up. Y'all prior to this shit that happened with Rihanna, baby, he was commercials, sponsorships, every fucking where they was setting him up to be the biggest thing, and he had that, and it went away to a certain degree when this whole incident happened, and he could have bounced back way quicker, and people probably would have had a little bit more respect and would not be going so hard on him every time he comes out and he's with another woman that he's dealing with, an artist or whatever, and it wouldn't be such much of a controversy and so much of a big thing where they're calling out him being an abuser or whatever, if he would have just went and got help. He would have took it in, and he would have really changed himself, and it really would have been a one-time incident. And for the people that say, oh, y'all keep on bringing up Rihanna. Oh, no. For the people that's pissed off about him, it's not just about Rihanna. Because it wasn't just Rihanna. It's okay. Like, if you want to continue to support somebody, yeah, continue to support them. But don't play dumb to the stuff that they've done. Don't get in your feelings when other people who are not for that call them out on it. Because at the end of the day, they still did it. At the end of the day, he has a rap sheet that spurs from Rihanna on. It may have started with Rihanna. It just kept going and going and going. You got sexual abuse allegations. You got sexual assault allegations. You have restraining orders. You have that you abuse other women in your relationships and in your past. You have harassment stuff. You up here vandalizing stuff. You up here fighting other people. You have a rap sheet that at one particular point in time, it just was like Chris Brown just couldn't stay out of trouble for shit. You were doing nothing but harming your own reputation instead of trying to fix that bitch. And you're in your feelings now that people don't forget. I get it, but you just gonna have to bear that cross. And this is something that you gonna have to live with, because at the end of the day, we didn't do this to you. You did this to you. You didn't learn from the first time. You didn't go get help. And if you did, then he go to rehab and got kicked out of it, and then you had to go to jail, and then you had to do community service, and then, you was out here with Karuchi, you was kicking her ass down the steps and beating her ass. She got a 5-year restraining order on you, and you was harassing her every time she went out. I never forget that time when the video came out of him all up in her face when she was coming out the club and shit, and she wasn't even trying to talk to his ass. I'm just sitting here like, damn, Chris, you get into fights, you get into all this, and you think people ain't gonna forget that? Especially because of who you are. At this point, I wouldn't even came out and said shit to nobody, because you coming out saying stuff ain't gonna change what people feel. People gonna listen to it if they gonna listen to it, and people ain't gonna listen to it if they ain't gonna listen to it. And that is their right. If people want to come out and call you out for your shit, they can. If people want to listen to your music, they can. You just gonna have to take the good with the bad. And unfortunately for you, you had a lot of bad. But don't act like you canceled, because your shit's still selling out. Okay? You still get nominated. You may not win it, but you still getting nominated for shit. You still getting some type of acknowledgement. You gotta look inside yourself, boo-boo. But Chloe, would I have paired them up? No. But I feel like they trying to do this so that they can get a hit somewhere, because we have to be honest with ourselves. A lot of even if I may like a song or whatever that Chloe puts out, honestly, I don't know the musical direction that they're going. And it's like, at this point, I don't want her to be another Normani. And in this case, she's not necessarily, because she's actually about to put out an album at the end of March 31st. But also it's like, we still haven't had a single that hit. Like, for real. That Have Mercy was cute. And then it was like, Treat Me Like You Treat Me, or whatever. That was cute, but it didn't do much. And everything else after that really didn't do much. That Prayed Away, it was cute, but I don't feel like it was a first single type of thing. I don't know what's going on. Baby. They need me over there. Anyway, moving on from that, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Don Lemon got his ass up in some trouble. Girl, he was up on his show, CNN, this morning with his 2 women co-hosts, and they was up there talking about Nikki Haley. Okay, girl, I don't know who these people are. I just know that the lady is running for the Republican candidate for president, and she's 51 years old, said that lady passed her prime. I said, what? He said it should be some competency. He said when declaring her run for presidency, Haley called for mental competency tests for politicians over the age of 75. And actually, I kind of agree with that. I agree with that. Because, I just don't understand, how can a president have to be so goddamn old? It should be an age limit, because sometimes these presidents and these politicians be out of fucking touch at a certain age, okay? Y'all still thinking about when you was back in Jim Crow, bitch. We is in 2023. We are not in 1957, okay? Like, come on. You got to come up with the times and come up with the thinking, okay? You have to progress, And then Lemon said, well, she isn't in her prime. And, they kept on going back and forth, and the women was pissed off at him or whatever. And on the one hand, I was like, I get it. That is, they looking at it as a sexist or whatever, because you ain't called. I don't know if he said anything about the men presidential candidates or whatever. and talked about their age, because a lot of them that run, they're not in their prime either, if you want to put it that way. But then you said about this woman, regardless of the fact that she's running on the Republican ticket, it still was kind of sexist, you know, because you're only talking about her and you're talking about the fact that she's over the age of this or whatever. And if you're 20 and 30 and maybe 40s, that means that you're in your primes. That is so primitive. That is so primitive, you know what I'm saying? So he got called out for that. And now, you know, I guess they had put him on a little break and he finally came back, and, you know, he's going to go some training. There's always some accountability training, some, you know, type of work training or whatever when they do something, when they're not ready to fire you, but you're on the brink of. Girl, these days, see, girl, this be making me nervous about wanting to work for a corporation, because, girl, you could get fired for anything. The simplest shit, okay? Go to HR and you ain't even mean it like that. That's where that code switching come in sometimes. Like, you got to change up. You can't just talk to people the way that you be talking to them when you at home and you kicking it with your homegirls. That's why you got to, hi, how you doing? Oh, my God, Jen, I can't believe it. That type of shit. Because a bitch will take you to HR because you said, what's up, my nigga? Oh my God, he said the N-word. And I mean, even though I'm not black, I was offended by it too. You know, like, you got to be careful, bitch. You have to be careful. Girl, Eminem said he tried to put a kibosh on Robin and what's her name, Giselle, from trying to trademark Real Shady or something like that. Relatively Shady. They, I guess, tried to file a trademark for Relatively Shady, but I didn't understand why it would be Relatively Shady when their podcast name is Reasonably Shady. But, you know, Eminem stepped in and said, hold up, because I got the trademark for Slim Shady and all this other shady shit, and I don't want people to get confused and think that it has anything to do with me. I said, now, Eminem, okay, but no. Like, on the one hand, I don't care because it's Robin and Giselle. Do what you got to do to them. But on the other hand, Eminem, you're reaching. You're reaching, okay? Leave them ladies alone. But then again, go ahead and do what you got to do. When it comes to Robin and Giselle, I just don't see it for them, okay? I was so conflicted about the whole situation with Candace said that dwindling uterus thing. I said it in my review. I said like 15% of me is like, oh, girl, you shouldn't say that because, you know, you was having issues, you know, all that stuff. Well, you don't want that to come back on you. But then again, I was like, you know what? No. You really fucked up that. You really could have fucked that man's reputation up. You deliberately came at them and you could have messed his reputation up to the point where he could not get jobs. And I think at one point he said he had his people calling him and, you know, trying to see if it's true or what was going on. No, so I don't feel bad that Ken just called her out and talked about her uterus or whatever. You can't do bad to people and expect them to be censor themselves to you when you didn't do it to them. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. It don't work that way. I'm supposed to give you grace. You can't tell nobody the severity of when they supposed to, how they supposed to respond to you after you did some foul shit to them already. Fuck that. Fuck that. Moving on from that. Shout out to Brittany Garner. She got a 1-year contract with the Phoenix Mercury, you know, for this 2023 season. She's going to be paid $165,000. This is the WNBA. See, bitch, that's cute or whatever, but I wouldn't want to work with the WNBA. I like to play basketball, but I wouldn't want to sign with them because, bitch, I ain't making shit. I ain't making shit unless I'm getting my contract with the goddamn team and also a freaking sponsorships. I'm doing sponsorships for this company, for this brand, for that brand or whatever, because they don't make money. That's why. You see why? On the off season, the women go overseas to play basketball elsewhere so that they can go ahead and get some more money. That's why she was over there in Russia. They ain't making shit. Anyway, congratulations to her. It's good to see her back. Alec Baldwin got somewhat of a win because they downgraded. First of all, they told us that they was gonna charge him with involuntary manslaughter because of that lady's death on the movie set of that movie Rust that he was doing, and they had put the prop gun in there and come to find out it was a real gun and it was loaded. Girl, yeah, and that lady died. So they downgraded his involuntary manslaughter charges, and reducing the possible prison time. So I don't know. They reducing the charges. I just feel like the whole thing is messed up. And honestly, I don't honestly feel like he deserved to go to jail because it wasn't his fault. Like, it's not his job to check the props. It was the lady or the person who was ahead of that department who put the props out there to check. But also, I mean, you spoke out against Will Smith, so I don't care. Oh, and speaking of, girl, the Oscars finna bring in a crisis team for the Oscars this year. All because of what happened last year. I said, if y'all don't get y'all asses over this shit, if y'all don't get over it, all right, come the fuck on. That was a once in a blue moon type of situation, okay? Y'all are really carrying. Y'all are really carrying. And if somebody was dumb enough to get up there just to do a repeat after the fallout of what... Stupid. I know they trying to cover their ass, and I know it's also that white fright. That's just what it is. Fake outrage. That whole situation was fake outrage, if you ask me. Moving on from that, shout out to Monique, okay? Monique got her Netflix special. It's coming out April 4th. And I'm looking forward to it. She said it's 72 minutes. I'm looking forward to it. I really hope that it is pure Monique, like the Monique that I remember her, the Monique comedy specials that used to have me cracking the fuck up. I'm missing that Monique, and I hope we get that Monique and not this mother love Monique, okay? I don't need it. I really don't need it. Keep my babies and keep I Love Us for Real at home and bring that gritty. Bring that gritty, bring that funny. That's what I want. Tyler Perry had to come out and tell y'all to leave Aunt Bam alone, okay? AKA Miss Cassie Davis. Miss Cassie Davis is still alive, okay? Baby people's trying to say that mama had died from lung cancer. I said, what? What? He said, girl, I am talking to her on the phone and she eating her fried chicken right about that. She is not dying and she is still here. I said, why do y'all be putting out these death hoax like this? Don't play with death like that, okay? Leave her. And Miss Cassie? Bam ain't done nothing to nobody but try to get her men and smoke her weed. That's it. That's it, okay? Come on, stop it. Moving on from that, rest in peace to Richard Belzer. He played Munch on, Law and Order. He died. They ain't say what he died from, but I did hear that he had a whole bunch of health problems. And he was only 78 years old. I said, oh. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't really been looking at Law and Order like that. I look at Law and Order Organized Crime, though. I really like that show. I gotta get back into Law and Order. Because at one point, I was just like everybody else. Didn't miss an episode. But then at the moment, I just had to take a break. I think sometimes you gotta take a break. Bitch, Grey's Anatomy come back this week. It comes back today. Meredith leaving. So how was it gonna be Grey's Anatomy if Grey ain't there no more? I might cry. Y'all, I've been with Grey's Anatomy from the beginning. I know people be hating on Grey's Anatomy because that show been on for 15 it's been on for 15 centuries, okay? It's the never-ending story. It's just like lamb chops, okay? This is a song that will never end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing, but they do not know when it ends. Let me tell you something. That is how Grey's Anatomy is. And I was just like, oh, I just never really thought. I really thought that Grey's Anatomy was going to come to an end when the day that Meredith Grey leaves Grey's Anatomy, that was going to be the final, like the series finale. But it's not. She said, bitch, I'm done in the middle of the season. I said, oh, I'm going to miss her. But anyway, I could tell she was over it because, by the this season, it just, honestly, they can cut the show right now because this season ain't really been that good. They got these new people on there. It ain't the same feeling. Like I said, Meredith ain't really been on there. You could tell that she was over it throughout the season just looking at it. But hey, it is what it is. You know, sometimes you just like, bitch, I've been playing the same goddamn character for damn near 20 years. I'm ready to go do something else. Go ahead, Ellen, do what you gotta do. Moving on from that. Excuse me. I don't even got Vimo, so that's fake. Y'all gotta be careful with these fake emails, these scamming emails and stuff. One almost got me till I looked at it. It was like somebody got access to your email. I was just like, huh? And then it said view report a person. I was like, oh no, let me not click that because that's not how it goes. Okay. But yeah. Moving on from that, girl, Mark Zuckerberg talking about he about to do the same thing, test out the same thing that Elon doing with Twitter Blue. You know, people buying they blue checks. He about to do the same thing for Instagram. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that shit. I'm not finna be paying $11.99 a month on the web or $14.99 a month on mobile to get a fucking blue verified check. It don't mean shit if I have to buy it myself and I don't earn it. Baby, it's a whole, and I'm talking to some of y'all. I'm talking to some of y'all because some of y'all follow me. So if y'all follow me, it's a whole bunch of y'all asses that got a whole bunch of blue checks and I be looking at y'all shit. I be like, who the fuck is this? Now, I remember seeing y'all. When the fuck y'all get a blue check? And then I look at y'all follow accounts. I said, oh, you brought that shit. I seen somebody that had like 10 followers with a blue check. I said, it don't make sense, baby. It's not going to give you access to nothing else. You just going to have a blue check. That's it. You paying for a blue check, bitch. What? I wish I would. Moving on from there, I said, Mark Zuckerberg, what you need to do, and everybody over there at goddamn Instagram and whatnot, put our fucking timeline back in goddamn order. That's one. Two, take them other motherfucking accounts off of it that I am not following. I am tired of scrolling down my timeline and seeing shit that I'm not following on my timeline. I shouldn't have to go to put your following. No, bitch. I just want to come on and see what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Same thing for Twitter. I don't know what's going on. Why we got following and then for you? What? What? This is not TikTok. What the hell? Jesus. Everybody's so creative. I love her. Since the TikTok, I love her. Oh, I'm so glad everybody is now on her way because that lady, it ain't gonna go down easy if it ain't cheesy. Oh, it's so funny. And she come for the white folks there. I just love it. Kim Zolciak, Mama, I need you to stop lying. I need you to let it go, and I need you to get your family to stop lying for you too, because a lie don't care who you are. Let me tell you something. We know what stuff that's going on. What that saying is, where there's smoke, there's fire. Baby, I don't understand how come if there's nothing going on, why do these reports keep coming out saying that you having financial issues? Now, a report earlier came out saying that your house was about to get foreclosed on. You came out right before Christmas and said, no, girl, that ain't true. And I ain't never finna sell my house for no $2,000, $200,000 or whatever. You got to be kidding me. I brought this house for $800,000 and I put all this shit up into it to make it worth $3 million. Baby, you goddamn kidding me if I'm finna sell it for some $200,000. I said, all right. So she stayed up in the house. Baby, how come now they saying that bitch is finna get foreclosed on for real? They said it's gonna be happening next month. I think the first week or two. And that she owe money. It is currently worth $2,540,000 and 400. Let me say that again. $2,540,300. Y'all saw how frustrated I got when I got the number wrong. It is going up for foreclosure on the auction block March 7th. That home is getting foreclosed on. Now, see, I just don't understand. And then they said that, she owe American Express $2,000 or something, because she hadn't paid her American Express bill since like 2018. They went to court for it. She didn't even come there for this shit, and she didn't abide by what was the ruling of it or whatever. So now it's over $200,000 that she owed. Girl, you're losing your house and you got your money. Girl, I just don't understand. You know, how do you go from being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, having a sugar daddy? Remember Big Papa having a slave? Oop, I shouldn't say that. How's Sweetie doing? Anyway, did we ever find out her real name? If you know Sweetie's real name, put it down in the comments. I really want to know how she doing. You went from that to having your own show for 7 seasons, and as soon as you get kicked off your own show, your whole show gets canceled. Literally, the year later, that's when you start having money trouble. So what the was you doing with the money that you was getting from them 7 seasons of the show? You mean to tell me, let me tell y'all something. Bitches don't know how to do it right. All right, if you gonna be a sugar baby, you ain't gotta spend the shit all at once and all on unnecessary stuff, girl. You can spend it on this and that, and you put a chunk of that shit away for safekeeping in a rainy day, bitch. You gotta stack your shit, and live in your means, okay? That's what it is, girl. You know what I'm saying? You popping out all these kids. You with this man that ain't worth $20 million like you used to say, because he ain't worked a day in his life after football, baby. I don't know what the hell Corey does. I forgot that Croy even existed, okay? And even when he was in football, who was talking about a Croy? Nobody. But and then you got tardy for the party. You mean to tell me you ain't been stacked? I know you got kids and family to take care of, but goddamn, you ain't stacked shit away for a rainy day, because ain't no way in hell you should be having these problems like this. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. What the fuck was y'all doing? That ain't my problem. Anyway, Bruce Willis basically got dementia. They said he got front temporal degeneration dementia. FTD. I feel so sorry for him. Basically, he can barely talk. He can barely feed himself. He can barely do anything. He's only 67 years old. Imagine going from being one of the world's biggest action stars to not being able to do nothing. You can't even do the passion that you wanted to do. And you're not even that old. 67 is not old. Like, you got Harrison Ford still out here doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Clint Eastwood ass still be out here acting. And then you got not Harrison Ford, but Bruce Willis. Just prayers go out to him. And Cher, baby. First of all, Lil Duval. Some tweets came out about Lil Duval and, you know, his predatory and creepy ass about, you know, stuff with his daughter and all this stuff. I'm not even gonna repeat them. I'm just gonna say I never found that motherfucker funny. I just don't understand how certain people are given certain status. I don't get it. It's like they're forced upon us until the people are forced to accept them. And I just don't get it. Whereas you have people that have real talent, that are non-problematic, who are actually good people, and yet they cannot be seen. And it's taking them forever to pop the way that they should have been popped. But yet you have other people that are so controversial, so disgusting, so problematic, that are out here getting all the praises. And I'm talking about the Bluefaces and the Krishans of the world. I'm talking about the Lil Duvals. I'm talking about the Boosies. I'm talking about all of these negative ass people, you know. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, that's just the world that we live in. Meanwhile, the last thing I'm going to say, you know what? First of all, before I get off of here, the whole Tommy situation, Tommy girl, I just don't understand it. So y'all know Tommy and Natalie supposed to, and this is from the Baddies and Bad Girls Club. Tommy from Love and Hip Hop, ATL, and Natalie from Bad Girls Club, they supposed to be fighting each other in a fight that supposed to be happening on Zeus. right before the fight that's happening with Floyd Mayweather out there in London. Okay, fine. I get promo because, you know, Tommy is on the show with Natalie for the Baddies. Baddies, what is it, Baddies West or whatever. First of all, that show is trash. That show is so trash. When I tell you, I think it's like, I don't know how many episodes in it. They have done absolutely nothing. They have done absolutely nothing. They finally got to a club to actually perform their songs, but that took 5 or whatever many episodes to get there, because the other episodes, literally from first episode on, they've done nothing but fight. They've done nothing but fight. And I'm just sitting here like, wow. As always, let's get to the bag. Let's get to the bag. What fucking bag? Please tell me what fucking bag, okay? Don't nobody know y'all like that. When they was introducing the people on the stage, bitch, half the crowd wasn't even fucking, you know, cheering. And then when motherfuckers was performing on the stage, it was only a good, like, 5 people that was up there trying. I was just like, let me turn this shit off, okay? But, they was at a Chris Brown concert out there in London, and they was backstage, and Natalie said she got their asses backstage, and then, you know, Tommy saw Chris Brown little son or whatever, and when they saw that she saw him up in there, they closed the door on her face and all that. It ain't funny, but it's stupid. She started banging down the door and then talking about the little boy, the baby. I was just like, what? Girl, she was on live talking about something. Fuck Chris Brown and fuck his baby too. I said, fuck Chris Brown. Okay, that's fine. You should have just left it there. Not the kid. It was very much giving Monique in the reading. Oh, fuck them kids and fuck you too. It was giving that, okay? And I was just like, what? And then later on, she did a little press conference for the fight or whatever. She said, first of all, I want to apologize to Chris Brown, you know, for what I said about him and his kid and all that stuff. That's out of my character. I said, baby, that's very much in your character. Let me tell you something. I used to love me some Tommy, because when Tommy was on Love and Hip Hop ATL, I was not expecting it, okay? That whole situation, the way that she turned hot and cold so quick when she was talking to Scrap, when she was pissed off at him, cussing his ass out. That one thing, when he came to the door with them flowers and she took him and threw him down, cussed his ass out. And he was like, all right, I'm finna go. But why you gotta do that? Shit will forever be fucking funny to me. And when she jumped up on him for him to hold her, that was fucking funny. But I don't know. I think it's the alcohol and the drugs that just came in and she just became a mess. She up there. Natalie's sitting down there in the back, finna put a goddamn fork of food in her mouth, and she popped the dog shit out that bitch. I said, oh my God, this is just ghetto. Ghetto. And then the one when she had the dude that was up in her place that was stalking her, whatever. Why you invite him into your house? Or whoever place it was. That's why I felt like that shit was fake. I don't know. Like, who does that? And then you put them online and everything. It was just dumb. I don't know, y'all. Cher, girl. Last thing I was gonna talk about, Miss Cher. Whoa, you know, let me just say this. All dick ain't good dick, okay? If it's tearing up your family, it is not good dick, okay? I'm just gonna tell you that. I ain't never had it, but I see how you girls be acting around it. And I'm talking about all you girls, okay? You girls and you girls, all right? Y'all go cuckoo for Cocoa Puff over a good ping, okay? Whether the person is good or not, y'all go cuckoo over Cuckoo Puff over somebody that's blowing your back out, okay, in all the right spots. And ma'am, you are letting this young ass man come in and divide you from your family, okay? Your sons ain't here for the relationship. They said allegedly, sources is saying that, you know, she about to cut the sons out and not leave them no money and write him in. Now, hopefully that shit ain't true, but I heard that they engaged. Mama got like $360 million. Baby, I would beat his ass if I was Chaz and the other son. I would beat what? I'd be so mad. Ooh, they probably calling him all type of N-words. Anyway, let me get up off of here, y'all. Oh, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all sat through the whole shit. And if y'all didn't, baby, y'all got the whole goddamn weekend, the whole week to watch it. I applaud y'all for coming and watching. I really do. I appreciate it. Once again, if you made it this far and you ain't hear it in the beginning, check out my girls Janice Aileen, It's No Shade podcast, and then check out my girl Elizabeth Craig on her scholarly things to talk about. Oh, what is it, girl? I'm finna get it all messed up again. Scholarly Talk on Life YouTube channel. And if you have a YouTube channel that you want me to shout out, hit me up on my Twitter, hit me up on my Instagram, and if you don't, and we'll talk. We'll talk, all right? All right. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, okay? I'm finna go get some sleep. Well, actually, I got another video to do. Damn, I just realized that. And I honestly don't feel like watching the episode. And y'all ain't asked me about that either, so I don't even know if the episode was good, sisters. But anyway, y'all tell me how you feel. Y'all have an enjoyable weekend, and I will see you guys later.